Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome you to today's Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita session. Today is August 24th, 2026, and we are in the 539th session. We are reading from Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita's Madhya Leela, chapter 11, the Beḍā-kīrtana Pastimes of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, and we have to begin with text 47 today. The context is Prataparudra Maharaj came to Jagannath Puri along with his ministers, friends, and Ramanujacarya. And Prataparudra Maharaj went straight to Lord Jagannath to take darshan of Lord Jagannath, whereas Ramanujacarya went to Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. As soon as he came, he went straight to Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. And of course, we saw the loving exchanges between Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu and Ramanujacarya there. And after he offered obeisances to all the devotees, Mahaprabhu asked Ramanujacarya, have you taken darshan of the lotus-eyed one? That means, have you taken darshan of Jagannath? And Ramanujacarya said, no, I will go there now. So Mahaprabhu, anyway, again, they had some nice, sweet, loving exchange there. Also, one more thing is, in their talks, the main subject was Ramanujacarya was glorifying Prataparudra Maharaj, how he had so much love for the Lord, for Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, and then how he relieved him from his duties and encouraged him, was very happy that Ramanujacarya was going to go and join Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. So Ramanujacarya was narrating all this to Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, and Mahaprabhu was very pleased. He said, anyone who has love for you is most fortunate, and certainly he will be accepted by Krishna. He must be accepted by Krishna if someone loves you, because you are the chief amongst the devotees of Lord Krishna, like that. And then again, we saw several verses about the glory of worshipping a devotee of Krishna. That is considered to be superior to directly worshipping Krishna. So that also we saw. So after that, then Mahaprabhu asked, did you see Jagannath? And he said, no. So Mahaprabhu said, immediately you go, you take. And also in between we saw Ramanujacarya said, I followed my heart. So we saw the analogy of the chariot, the living entity being the passenger, the body being the chariot, or you can say the car, okay, the chariot. And the chariot driver is the intelligence. The reins of the horses is the mind, and the horses themselves are the senses, and the senses are running towards sense objects. However, if the living entity is Krishna conscious, then he will guide the intelligence, or rather Shastra will guide the intelligence. And then the intelligence will control the mind, and the mind is controlling the horses or the senses from going towards sense objects. Rather, they all will be guided towards Krishna to engage in devotional service. So that also we saw. But anyway, after this, Mahaprabhu said, you just immediately go, take darshan of Lord Jagannath, and then from there you go home and meet with your family members. And this is what happened. Ramananda Rai left. Meanwhile, Prataparudra Maharaj, after his darshan and everything, he called for Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He called for Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya went and saw the king. And the king asked that, did you submit my petition to Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu? And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, yes, I have done everything within my capacity. That, yes, I have tried in every way. Aneka-jātīn, koino aneka-jātīn. I tried in many different ways to submit your petition to Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. What was the petition of the king, Prataparudra Maharaj? His petition was he wanted to get audience with Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. He wanted to meet Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. And so he's asking, did you ask Mahaprabhu if I can see him? So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, yes, I have asked. I have made many attempts, many endeavors. But in spite of all that, he will not see any king. He won't see a king. And he also warned me that if I asked him another time, he will just leave Jagannath Puri and go away. Oh, when the king heard this, he became so unhappy and he started lamenting. And while lamenting, he started to speak. He said that Mahaprabhu's descent to this world is for the sake of delivering the most fallen. Patita pavana hetu tava avatar. We sing Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu daya koro more toma vina ke dayalu jagata samsare. O Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, please have mercy on me. Who is there in this whole world who is more merciful than you? Patita pavana hetu tava avatar. Mo sama patita Prabhu na paibe. Your descent is meant for delivering the fallen, and you won't find anyone more fallen than me. This is the prayer, the bhajan of Srila Narottam Das Thakur for the Panchatattva, for Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu and the Panchatattva. Actually, Panchatattva. That we sing every morning. In Mayapur, every morning we sing this for Panchatattva Darshan. So, Prataparudra Maharaj is saying the same thing, that Mahaprabhu's descent is meant for delivering the most fallen people, sinful, all kinds of sinful and low-born persons. He has even delivered Jagai and Madhya. About Jagai and Madhya, it is said that there is no sin that they have not committed. There is not a sin in the entire world, entire creation that Jagai and Madhya had not committed. Yet, Mahaprabhu delivered Jagai and Madhya. It is also said Jagai Madhya were none other than Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, same who appeared as Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Dantavakra Shishupal, same personality. Their same personalities came as Jagai and Madhya. And Mahaprabhu delivered them. Delivered them means what? It's not like he killed. Normally he would kill the demons and deliver them. Here, he transformed their hearts. He turned them into pure devotees. He gave them love of Godhead. He certainly met with them. He took them into his entourage as his devotees. So that's why Prataparudra Maharaj is saying he has delivered sinners like Jagai and Madhya. But alas, has he taken a vow? Has Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu taken a vow to deliver the entire world, the entire universe? That means all kinds of sinners will be delivered by him. Has he taken a vow to deliver the entire universe except for Prataparudra? Like that. So he's saying, Prataparudra chadi koribe jagata nistar, ei pratijñā koriya chhe avatar. Like this. So in great lamentation, out of great distress, Prataparudra Maharaj was speaking. So what else he said, we will see now in today's session. I'm sharing the screen. So this is text 47. Adarśanīyān api nīca-jātīn adarśanīyān api nīca-jātīn saṁvīkṣate hanta tathāpi no mam mad-eka-varjaṁ kṛpayiṣyatīti nirṇīya kimso vatatāra devaḥ nirṇīya kimso vatatāra devaḥ. Alas, okay, so this verse is being quoted by Prataparudra Maharaj. It is from Śrī Caitanya Chandrodaya Nataka 828. So what is the verse saying? Alas, has Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu made his advent deciding that he will deliver all others with the exception of me? He bestows his merciful glance upon many lower class men who are usually not even to be seen. So another devotee is also saying like this in the Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka. So that verse from Shastra is being quoted by Prataparudra Maharaj. He's saying that, oh, has he taken a vow? Has Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu taken a vow to deliver the entire world? He delivers even Jagai and Madhya, what not to speak of anyone else. But still he won't give his mercy to me. So has he taken a vow to deliver everyone in the whole universe except for Prataparudra? Like that Prataparudra Maharaj is saying. Tāra pratijñā more na koribe darshan. Mora pratijñā taha vina chadibo jivan. The loving exchange between the Lord and his devotee. Prataparudra Maharaj is saying, all right. So this is his vow that he will not see me. Right? He will not meet me. He will not see me. This is his vow. Then my vow is, without him, I will give up my life. If I don't get his darshan, if I don't get him, if I don't get his association, if I don't meet him, if I don't see him, I'm going to give up my life. This is my vow. Like that. So in great lamentation, he's saying, just imagine, he's such a great devotee. He loves Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. And Mahaprabhu won't see him. Why? Because he's a king. And there's nothing he can do about it. There's nothing he can do about it. If it were because he's making some mistake or, he has some fault, then he can correct it and then Mahaprabhu could see him. But what can he do? He is a king now. What can he do? How can he change that? Being a king. So he's saying this is his vow that he will deliver everyone in the whole universe except for Prataparudra. All right. His vow is not to see me. Then my vow is, without him, I will give up my life. Mora pratijñā taha vina, without him, chadibo jivan, I'll give up my life. Mahārāja Pratāparudra continued, if Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu is determined not to see me, then I am determined to give up my life if I don't see him. Purport. A devotee with Mahārāja Prataparudra's determination will certainly be victorious in advancing in Krishna consciousness. Yes, this is a devotee with Prataparudra Maharaj's determination will certainly be victorious in advancing in Krishna consciousness. Before I forget, as I was reading this, I just remembered one incident in the life of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Actually, even Srila Ramanujacarya also. So about Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was told by his father, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, to accept initiation from Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He was told to beg Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj to give him initiation. Now, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was a renounced and completely detached virakta. You know, he's the crest jewel amongst the renounced personalities, renounced Babajis. He's the crest jewel. He did not accept any disciples. No disciples. He didn't have any disciples. Yet, he would come to listen to the classes of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very much impressed by the devotion of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So, he instructed his son, Bimala Prasad, to accept Diksha from Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So, at the time, Bimala Prasad, he would be going to see, once in a while, he would go to see Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So he asked him, please accept me as your disciple. Now, you see, Bimala Prasad was also a very, very exalted personality, very exalted personality. He had already done wonderful services in the service of the mission of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was fighting against the the material caste system, especially when they didn't accept devotees they didn't accept Vaishnavas who were not born as Brahmanas. That means at the time, only those who were born from a Brahmana father, that means this caste system was accepted based on birth. If you take birth in a family of Brahmanas, then only you can be Brahmana. And regardless of whatever you do, you're a Brahmana because you're born in that family. But that is not how it is. Actually, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is by your guna and karma, by your svabhava, by your nature, and by your tendencies, right? By your nature, and also by your work, what type of work you do for your livelihood, occupational duty. But it was not like that at the time. And what was worse was they were rejecting Vaishnavas who didn't take birth in Brahmana families. They didn't accept them as Vaishnavas. And this was very much prevalent in society. So to establish who is a Vaishnava, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was supposed to go and have a meeting with all these caste Brahmanas, like a very big meeting. But somehow he became ill and he could not go. So he asked his son, Bimala Prasad, to go in his place. Actually, he had written an article, or he told Bimala Prasad to go in his place and address the audience. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who was Bimala Prasad at the time, he went there and he made his presentation on Vaishnava K, who is a Vaishnava. So for the first half of his presentation, quoting from Shastras, from various Puranas and Shrutis, Upanishads, he established thoroughly the exalted position of Brahmanas. Then all the Brahmanas there were caste Brahmanas. They were very happy. Yes, he's on our side. Now they were all ears, all hearing very attentively. And then for the second half, he completely smashed the idea of, he established who is a Vaishnava, right? Brahmana by birth is not a Brahmana, right? A Vaishnava is superior to Brahmana. So that he established. Completely smashed the idea of, caste Brahmana. One is accepted as Brahmana by birth. And what is the position of a Vaishnava? Vaishnava is not by birth. Vaishnava is not by birth. He's superior to the Brahmana. So after this, everybody became a fan of Bimala Prasad. In fact, right after the presentation, they all wanted to touch his feet, his lotus feet, and fearing there was such a big crowd, the police, fearing that there will be, it was an uncontrollable situation. So they just requested Bimala Prasad to put his feet in a bucket of water. And then they started sprinkling that water on all the people so that they won't come to touch. Because how so many people will come and touch his lotus feet at a time? So they sprinkled the water on the heads of all the people. And that's how all the people became pacified. They were satisfied with that. And this presentation by Bimala Prasad, it was later on written down, typed as an article. So I'm saying he did many great, wonderful services for Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. And Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was aware of the position of Srila Bimala Prasad. So once when Bimala Prasad went and asked Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj for initiation, he wanted to get initiation. So he said, because he's not an ordinary person either. So he said, I will have to ask Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. I'll have to ask Gaurang Mahaprabhu. So he said, okay, you please ask and I will come next time. And then another time when he went and he said, so what did Mahaprabhu say? And he said, oh, I met Mahaprabhu, but I forgot to ask about you. So then he said, Bimala Prasad said, okay, next time. Said, okay. And then after some days again, he went back, or maybe the next day, I don't know, did you ask Mahaprabhu? And he said, oh, I forgot again. Next time, please. Then again, he came back the next time and he asked, did you ask? He said, yes, I asked Mahaprabhu, and he said, I don't have to initiate you. And he just couldn't take that, Srila Bimala Prasad. Oh, Mahaprabhu said, you cannot initiate me. So if I'm rejected by Mahaprabhu, if I'm rejected by you, then why should I even live? So immediately he was determined to give up his life. What's the point of living? And at that time, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj stopped him from ending his life and said, go take your bath, I will initiate you. So the point is, of course, this is not like threatening someone, but how much it meant to him getting initiation from Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So if somebody, similarly here, Prataparudra Maharaj, how much it meant to him getting, wanting to meet Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. What did it mean to him? It was more than his life. If he could not meet Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, if he could not see Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, then he didn't see any value in his life. He was ready to give up his life even. You see, we should understand, for every conditioned soul, this life, this body is very, very dear. Nobody parts with this body. What to speak of parting with this body? They don't even want to give discomforts to this body. Isn't it? It's not an easy thing to part with this body, to give up this body. People may say such things, but you see here, what we should see is the determination. What kind of a determination these Vaishnavas have. That's the point. So the other thing was about determination. I was telling you about Srila Ramanujacarya. So I'm forgetting the name of the sannyasi from whom. So, I mean, I'm forgetting the whole story. I just remember this part, that he was supposed to get a mantra. That means this particular sannyasi who told Ramanandarai that somehow Ramanandarai came to know that this person has this mantra, or maybe he himself told him that if anyone chants this mantra, then he will be delivered. Simply by chanting this mantra, he will be delivered. But it is a secret mantra. It should not be told to anyone. So Ramanandarai wanted to get that mantra from that sannyasi, from that guru. So he approached him, offering dandavat obeisances, asking him to initiate him with that mantra. And that sannyasi, he didn't give yet. He said another time, next time. Again, I guess the next day or the next time he came, and again he asked. Again the sannyasi rejected. Once again he came. He offered dandavat obeisances and he asked, can you please give me that mantra? And he didn't give. Like this 17 times he went and he offered dandavat obeisances and begged him. Seeing the determination of Ramanujacarya to get that mantra, he didn't see. Another thing about determination is you do whatever it takes, or whatever you are asked to do in order to get that. You are ready to go to any extent to get that mercy. There's no question of becoming disappointed, discouraged. You keep going on and on and on and on, trying again and again and again. So Ramanujacarya was so determined, seeing that, he actually gave him that mantra and warned him, don't tell it to anybody because it's a secret mantra. Not everyone is qualified to chant. Not everyone, meaning it's a secret mantra, because by chanting this, one goes to Vaikuntha, one becomes delivered from the cycle of birth and death. So this should only be given to the qualified people who are qualified to be delivered. You don't give it to everyone like that. So he said, keep it a secret. I am giving it to you, but you keep it a secret. What did Ramanujacarya do? He went and stood on top of the temple, the highest platform. And he called, before that he announced, everyone please come to the temple tomorrow or at a certain time. And I have a secret to share with all of you. And everybody came and he stood on top. And then he announced this mantra, everyone chant this mantra. He gave it openly to everyone. So this guru who gave that mantra, he became so mad. He said, I told you to keep it a secret. I curse you and this and that. And then Ramanujacharya said that it's fine. I'm ready to go to hell. But when I heard that this mantra will deliver everyone, then I couldn't keep such a valuable thing to myself. I want to see all these people delivered. And in exchange for their deliverance, if I have to go to hell, that's fine. And seeing the great compassion of Ramanujacharya, that means he's willing to go to hell for eternity so that all these other people will be delivered. Of course, the heart of his guru melted. But here, the point that we are discussing here is determination. Determination. One who has determination, what is not possible for him? Srila Prabhupada is saying. Here, of course, you may say, then why Prataparudra Maharaj is wanting to end his life? Because he has no other, see, if he were given, even if there's a small window open, when there is a choice, even in case of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Mahaprabhu rejected him. That's what he felt, from what his guru said. Oh, Mahaprabhu has rejected me. Then what is the point in my living? You see? So here also, Prataparudra, Mahaprabhu rejected. So what can I do now? If Mahaprabhu won't see me, what's the point of this living? It's not like next time. It's like door is closed. So, but see the determination. If I can't get this, then I don't even need to live. That means this is the priority in life. This is the most important thing. If I can't get this, then what's the use of even living? That means you do everything else that is possible. If nothing is working, that means how determined you are. You have tried everything to make this happen. You're so determined. So about that, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying that a devotee with Mahārāja Prataparudra's determination will certainly be victorious in advancing in Krishna consciousness. So this should be our determination to advance in Krishna consciousness. I will do whatever it takes to make progress in Krishna consciousness. I will sacrifice anything. I will do whatever I need to do. I will take any amount of hardships. But I have to progress in Krishna consciousness. This type of determination, if one has, then he will certainly be victorious. Srila Prabhupada is saying. Sri Krishna confirms this in the Bhagavad Gita 9:14. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha. See, yatanta means endeavoring. Dridhavrataha means with dridhavrata. Vrata means you take up a vow, right? And dridha, and that vow is very firm. Dridhavrata. And with that firm vow, you are endeavoring. Let's say you have to attend Mangalarti. Then you just take that vow and dridhavrata. You don't miss even a single day, no matter what happens. It's raining or it is cold or whatever it may be. It does not matter. There's no hot water coming in your house or no electricity. It does not matter. No material, even to the extent of even if you're sick, actually, right? If it becomes your daily routine, then you just push yourself. Dridhavrataha. Yatantascha dridhavrataha. Same with you're chanting minimum 16 rounds or any service that you do. Dridhavrata. So satatam kirtayanto mam. So what is the dridhavrata of a pure devotee? He's always kirtayanto mam. He's glorifying Krishna with dridhavrata, and he's endeavoring like this to always do kirtan, to always glorify Krishna. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya-yukta upasate. And namasyantascha, he's always going and offering obeisances to the Lord with love. Nitya-yukta upasate. And he's constantly engaged in worshipping the Lord. Constant, nitya. He's engaged, constantly engaged, perpetually engaged in worshipping the Lord. This is the sign of a devotee of Krishna. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha. But the main point here is yatantascha dridhavrataha. He's always pay attention to satatam, always. Nitya. Nitya means always. It's not about doing once a day or twice a day. All day, all night, every day, all life. This is the type of dridhavrata he has. At every moment, I will do direct devotional service. Either I am singing the glories of the Lord, or I am offering obeisances to him, or I am engaged in worshipping him. So worshipping means many activities will come. You have to gather the ingredients, right, first, and then you have to prepare, and then you have to worship. So for worshipping also, you have to first, there is preparation, right? For you to do arti, you have to go and collect all the things needed. And for you to make a bhoga offering, then you have to go and get all the ingredients, cook, right? Clean, offer, like this. So he's constantly engaged in worshipping the Lord. constantly engaged in singing the glories of the Lord. And with great love and with great determination, he is offering obeisances. You see, the Goswamis, they have, they took vows to offer thousands and thousands of dandavat pranams each day, right? 2,000 dandavat pranams, 4,000 dandavat pranams to the deities, so many thousands to the deities, so many thousands to the Vaishnavas every day. Some devotees do dandavat parikrama of Govardhan, like that. And the Goswamis, they would use, Sanatan Goswami's vow was to do Govardhan parikrama every single day. Dridhavrataha, with determination. What are we doing? Are we doing such, services? And offering obeisances, worshipping, singing. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination. So if we have determination, certainly we will be victorious, Srila Prabhupada is saying. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. These are the symptoms of a Mahatma engaged in the loving service, in the Lord's service, in full Krishna consciousness. So full Krishna consciousness, then only it is pure devotional service. You see, pure, when you say pure, if you say pure milk, if there is water mixed in it, can you call it pure milk? You don't call it pure milk. Anything you take, if there is rice and you mix some dal in it, can you call it pure rice? Pure means exclusively only that item. There's no mixture of anything else. Then only it is pure. So similarly, when we say pure devotion means exclusively devotional service only. Full Krishna consciousness. That is the beginning of pure devotional service. This is the standard of pure devotional service. Full Krishna consciousness. Not little bit here, little bit there, mixing. No, that's not full Krishna consciousness. And what is the consciousness of a fully Krishna conscious person? Like this. Satatam kirtayanto ma yatantascha dridhavrata. Satatam and nitya. See, always. It's not partial. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya-yukta upasate. And that is the beginning of pure devotional service. Until that point, we are doing mixed devotional service. So these are the symptoms of a Mahatma engaged in the Lord's service in full Krishna consciousness. Thus, Mahārāja Prataparudra's determination is very much exalted and is called Dridha Prata. Mahārāja Prataparudra's determination is very much exalted and is called Dridha Vrata. Because of this determination, he was finally able to receive Lord Chaitanya's mercy. So you see, how did he get the mercy of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu? Finally, because he was so determined. So this whole purport is about determination of Prataparudra Maharaj. What was his determination? If Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu is determined not to see me, then I am determined to give up my life if I don't see him. If he doesn't give me audience, then I am determined to give up my life. And Srila Prabhupada is saying, if a devotee with Prataparudra Maharaj's determination will certainly be victorious in advancing in Krishna consciousness. Also, there's another verse in Bhagavad Gita. Yesam tu anta gatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrata. Yesam tu anta gatam papam, jinka paap khatam ho gaya hai. That person whose sins are finished. Jananam punya karmanam. And he has a lot of pious credits. Te dvandva moha nirmukta, being freed from dualities and illusion, bhajante mam dridhavrataha. Then he will be able to worship me with determination. He can serve me. Bhaja means service. Then he can serve me with determination. Who can serve Krishna with determination? One whose sins have all finished and, he has a great credit of pious activities. But Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains this as yesam tu anta gatam papam. Papam means he says anarthas there. So there's a difference between sins and anarthas. Sins are on the platform of the body. You have sins, right? Committing sin. You have sins for Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, people on the level of the body. For example, if you murdered someone, that is a sin. Or you killed another animal, yeah, it is a sin. Then like that, you steal, that's a sin. Like this. These are sins. And then what is anartha? Anartha, artha and anartha. Artha means meaningful. Anartha means basically it's not required. That which is not required is anartha. Anartha. Or you can also say artha is, the valuable thing that you earn. For example, dharma, artha. You do dharma and you get artha, right? So artha is not just money. Artha can also be, you practice an instrument. Let's say you're learning veena. So by practicing, that is your dharma, action, the work that you're doing, the practice that you're putting. Let's say you're learning mridanga. You put hours and hours of practice in learning that. So that is your dharma, the work. What is the result of that? You become expert in that art, right? That is the artha you're gaining. Similarly, by playing, you get fame. That is also artha you're getting. Recognition. That is also artha you're getting. So that is artha. The result that you're getting, the valuable thing that you're getting as a result of your work. What is anartha? Anartha means it's not required, it's not valuable, it's not a good thing that you have, right? It's unwanted thing, unnecessary thing, anartha. So in bhakti, you have anarthas. That means these things, something like in a rice field, you have so many weeds. Weeds are anarthas. Do you need weeds in a rice field? You don't need weeds. They're not required. That's why you pull them out and throw them out. Like that. So in bhakti, you don't need these anarthas. They're actually obstacles. Just like weeds, they suck out all the juice, right? All the water which is meant, nutrients which are meant for the rice plant, the weeds are taking up, sucking up. They're not required there. Like that, when you have anarthas, then these anarthas are choking your bhakti creeper. Your bhakti creeper is not able to grow properly. So these anarthas have to be removed. So anarthas are on the level of the soul. They're on the level of the soul. So then what are these anarthas? Anarthas are 4 types. Sukritota, dushkritota, aparadota, and bhaktiota anarthas. So these anarthas have to be removed. Why was I saying about anarthas? I was explaining artha to explain anartha only. But anarthas have to be, wait, I'll go back to the previous verse, then I'll know. Talking about determination. Yes, I remember now. Because in that verse, I quoted yesam tu anta gatam papam, right? So, yesam tu anta gatam papam, their papa is explained by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur as not as sin. Normally, we would, I think Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan explains as sins. So, in that sense, it's talking about the earlier stage, before you get into pure devotional service. You have sins, and one whose sins are all removed, then he can get determination to turn to bhakti, or he'll get determination to practice bhakti. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains, one whose anarthas are all removed, most of the anarthas. That means when you come to the stage of anartha nivritti, then you'll get dhridavrataha, right? Bhajante mam dhridavrataha. So then you can get determination to render devotional service. So what is the determination? Nishtha. That means continuously you're able to do bhajan. There's no more fall downs. After anartha nivritti, your bhajan becomes steady. So he explains that stage. Anyway, our point here is Dridhavrata. Whether you take the initial stage or later stage of bhakti, you will get determination when these anarthas are not there or when these sins are not there. So anyone who gets such determination in doing bhakti, and what is that bhakti? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrata namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Then such a devotee is a Mahatma. That is a pure devotee. Satatam kirtayanto. So with great determination, he has determination, right? If you are committing again, it's like, if there's no purity, how you will get determination? Common sense. That means you should have that focus, one-pointed focus. What is that verse? Ekeha kurunandana.
Vyavasayatmika.
Vyavasayatmika buddhir. Thank you, Mataji. Vyavasayatmika buddhir. How does it go?
Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana.
उससे पहले first line.
I think start from there only, no?
I'll check 1 second. Everything is becoming blurred. Memory is becoming poor. Bhagavad Gita 240. 241. Vyavasayatmika buddhi rekeha kurunandana. Correct. You are correct. First line only. And second is bahushaka hyanantascha buddhayo avyavasayana. Yes, Mataji. You're right. So 241. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana bahushaka hyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayanam. मतलब ऐसे आदमी का बुद्धि जिसका बुद्धि अव्यवसाय, मतलब व्यवसायत्मिका बुद्धि. व्यवसाय, what is vyavasayatmika buddhi? Means resolute in purpose. व्यवसायत्मिका बुद्धिर एकेहा कुरुनंदना, मतलब व्यवसायत्मिका बुद्धिर एकेहा, मतलब जिसका बुद्धि, इंटेलिजेंस is resolute, then his aim will be one. He will not have several goals. There will be only one goal. Whether I live or die, this is what. That means he doesn't see 2 or 3 different possibilities. He sees only one. And whatever happens, I have to achieve this. So ultimate goal has to be clear. You may adopt means, this means, that means, according to your circumstances, resources, but the goal has to be very clear where you want to go. The goal has to be clear. Ekeha. So, because we are looking at this verse, I would also like to look at this. Just give me 1 second. So, chapter 2, 41. Oh, I took only 1 chapter. It'll take some time now. Anyway, next class I can check. But the point here is determination, being determined. Yatantascha dridhavrataha. What's that verse? Yesam tu anta gatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrataha. So a pure devotee has only one goal in life, one purpose to be fulfilled. Not that I need this also, that also, both, I'll balance both. That won't work. That may be said in the initial stages. When you're first coming from the material world, material life, you may be told, oh yes, balance little bit. But The person who is instructing has to be clear. Eventually, soon, he should be established in only one purpose, no balancing. Not that all our life we are thinking only about, no, I have to balance my material life and my spiritual. It's not like that. You cannot keep your legs on two boats and think that keep my feet on both boats and I'll go to my destination. No, it won't work. You'll be finished. When the boats part, you'll fall in the middle. So initially, even if you are on two boats, you should prepare to just switch on to one boat. There's only one goal in life: progress, advancement in Krishna consciousness. And you should be completely determined for that. Even if it means giving up my life, no problem. Then what to speak of giving up other things and sacrifices? It's fine. When someone has this type of determination, for him, victory is guaranteed. So, if we are not progressing in Krishna consciousness, if we are not advancing in Krishna consciousness, who is to be blamed? Right? We are still meddling here with this and that and so many other things. Be very clear about the final goal and move towards that. Keep that flame burning constantly. Right? It may be an instruction which is given by the spiritual master. Like in the case of Srila Prabhupada, for him it was not just about him sitting and chanting all day. For him, there was an instruction given by his spiritual master. Take this mission to the Western world. Preach this Krishna consciousness in the Western world. So there was a mission given to him. And he gave his life for that mission. With so many challenges, obstacles, in the Grihastha ashram, setbacks in his business, so many challenges. But his goal was clear. He got that instruction when he was a young man in his 20s. And until he was almost 70, that flame was constantly burning, that instruction. And he was endeavoring, yatantascha dridhavrataha, with determination. Srila Prabhupada is not saying this, anyone who has determination like Prataparudra Maharaj, for him victory is guaranteed. He is not saying this by hearing. He's saying it by his personal experience and realization. He did it. That's why it was a lifetime of preparation. With that determination, he prepared and he got success. He took that mission to the whole world, not just the Western world, to all the continents on the earth. So determination is very important. But however, to be determined, then Krishna is giving more help, some more details. If you want that type of determination in bhajan, then you have to be free from sinful activities. So apply it to your particular situation now. What type of sinful activities are we being involved in? Unknowingly, we become involved in sinful activities, isn't it? That is why Srila Prabhupada also said we must have our own communities where we can maintain that purity, what we eat. There is this big thing now about the food thing, Not now, it's there, but it's just brought into light. The lettuce that you eat, it is synthetic. Have you heard that? Synthetic lettuce people are eating. Milk is synthetic. There is no milk there. It's mixed with so many other things and then it is sold as milk, chemicals and all, and it looks white and it is sold under brands as milk and we are buying and we are eating. And the result is people are getting cancer. These are anarthas, unwanted things. We don't need these things. We don't become sick by eating unhygienic food. We become sick by eating sinful food. Did you hear that one? Sinful food means your work, the type of work that you're doing, the work is also sinful. If that work is involved drilling Mother Earth, how that work can be pure work? So on one hand, we will continue sinful work, sinful lifestyle, sinful food, And on the other hand, we are expecting to get determination and devotional service. Is it going to happen? Hare Krishna. That is why both have to be done, Hare Krishna. Both have to be done. Daiva Varnashrama is absolutely required. We cannot just ignore that part and think that we are all going to progress in pure devotional service because we just need chanting. Yes, we need only chanting, but who is able to do that, only chanting? With the current system of lifestyle, who is able to do that? Always chanting? Then we start justifying so many other things. No, because it is Kali Yuga, but because it is this. Then if we just do this much, still we'll do this much and we will still get the best result. We'll get Krishna Prema. You have to give your 100%. That is the point. Yes, the situation may be worse outside, but you have to give your 100%. Am I giving my 100% is the question. Do I have that one pointed goal in my life? Am I meditating on that goal at every moment in my life? Srila Prabhupada was meditating on that goal constantly. If not every moment, at least every day, am I meditating on that? What is the goal of my life? Prataparudra Maharaj was clear. He wanted to get darshan of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, and if he couldn't get that, there was no meaning to his life. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was clear at that time as Bimala Prasad that he must get the mercy of his Guru Maharaj. If he didn't get that, then there was no meaning to his life. Ramanujacarya was determined to get that mantra from that Guru, and without that, there was no meaning to his life. He would go again and again. He was prepared to do it eternally again and again and again. Seeing his determination, the Guru had to just, give in. It's like, there's no point. He'll just keep coming every day, all his life. I'd rather just give him the mantra. That is the type of determination we need. If I see my goal, and that goal has to be very clear. For the mission of the Lord, for the service of the Lord. And the thing is, when we have also another story, that little bird, yes, the ocean had taken away the eggs of that bird, and that bird said, give my eggs back, a small little sparrow, little bird. And the ocean didn't even respond, just laughed. So it was determined to dry the entire ocean. If you don't return my eggs, I'm going to dry up your ocean. Talking about determination. So how? Going and picking up with its beak, it's picking up one drop, and think about it. Think about it. Is there ever a possibility that that little bird could dry the whole ocean up? No, right? But still it had the determination. That means it's ready to give up its life in the process, no problem. Because I believe that this is the right thing to do. This is what has to be done. Even if it means I will lose my life, even if it means failure, no problem. I have given my 100% in this direction. It's about your determination. How determined are you? It doesn't matter now whether, because I don't see a second option for me. I don't see 3, 4, 5 different options for me. There's only this way or no way. Bas. That is the type of determination. Then when you see you don't have 3, 4 different options, you see only one, what will you do? You'll put all your energy that you have into that, because if this doesn't work, then I'm not there. You'll put all your energy into that. And when you have that type of determination, you know what happens? Krishna will help you. Krishna will help you, because you don't see, you're completely dependent on him. So all these various examples that we saw, it may not seem like directly chanting Hare Krishna all the time, although there is that also. Srila Prabhupada was translating Bhagavatam, which is direct devotional service. He was preaching Krishna consciousness. It is direct devotional service. But, so you're doing something for the mission of the Lord. And when we are doing that, how determined are you, right? So when you put all your energy, what happens is you're actually attracting the mercy of the Supreme Lord. And in the process, you are going to make progress in bhakti yourself because you're depending on the Lord. You're depending on the Lord. Think about it. When Srila Prabhupada went to the West, who was there? Materially, if you thought, same like that little bird's situation. What were the odds that an old man, 70 years old, going on a cargo ship across the globe on the sea, what were the chances that he would even survive that journey? Yet look at the determination. So it is not about the result anymore. That's the point where we miss. It's not about the result anymore. It's about the journey. It's about my determination. I want to offer myself in this sacrifice because I believe this is the right thing. This is the best thing to do. And if you have that type of determination, Srila Prabhupada is saying success is guaranteed. But for you at that point, it's not even about success. The person who's doing it, for such a person, he's not, it's about believing in that work and you just do it, because that itself, that's the beautiful thing in bhakti. The means is the end. You chant Hare Krishna so that you can chant Hare Krishna. So you don't really look at, oh, well, one day when I become liberated, I will be there. You don't. How many devotees are actually like, those are really, they are engaged in devotional service now. And that itself is fulfilling because you're connected. Through that service, you're connected with the Lord. Now, you'll experience it now while you're engaged in the devotional service. And whatever you get in the end, that's bonus. So the point is, when we have that type of determination, you actually attract mercy from the Supreme Lord in a wonderful way. In a wonderful way. But you have to be completely determined in this. You have to be determined. What happened to that little bird? Garuda came. And Garuda warned the ocean. If you don't return the eggs of my little sister, I'm going to dry up. I'll take it upon myself to dry up your ocean. And out of fear, the ocean returned the eggs immediately. Yes, for the little bird, it was not possible. But seeing the determination of the little bird, the Lord sent help. So this determination is very important in bhakti. However, when will you get that determination? When you're not engaged in sinful activities. Yesam tu anta gatam papam jananam punya-karmanam. Then you'll get that type of determination. What type of determination? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya-yukta upasate. That is pure devotional service. That is pure devotional service. Always. So your goal has to be clear. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana bahushakaha hyanantascha buddhayo avyavasayanam. If you have many, many goals in your mind, so many options, this, that, then such a buddhi is avyavasaya. Buddhayo avyavasayanam. Those who are not resolute in purpose, then they see so many different options. So I'll stop there today. I thought I will end at 4, but goes on like that. But thank you very much. We will stop here today. We covered only one verse. Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Jai. Thank you so much.